Welcome to the EssayUPSC Radio. It's a space where we talk about the UPSC essay preparation. Today we are going to talk about combating the shrinking mind.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the EssayUPSC.blog Podcast. This is your space for calm and clarity, for decoding the most misunderstood paper in the entire UPSC syllabus, the essay. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you're studying so much, watching so many videos, reading so many notes, but still nothing is really sticking? That there's this strange fog inside your head, like your brain's tired before it even starts? If yes, then today's topic is for you. Because we're diving into something crucial, something we're calling combating the shrinking mind. And with me, once again, is someone who doesn't just talk about essays, but about the mind behind the essay. Welcome back.
Thank you once again. And you are right. This episode is very close to my heart because what we're talking about isn't just writing, it's about thinking and what happens when our thinking itself begins to shrink.
That phrase, shrinking mind, it hit me like a punch. Can you help us understand what it really means? Because most of us don't even realize it's happening.
Absolutely. Let's imagine your mind like a garden. It once grew tall thoughts, deep reflections, and strong connections between ideas. But slowly, because of how we consume information today, that garden is becoming overrun with weeds. We think we are feeding it by watching many hours of learning lessons and revision videos or scrolling through infographics and reels. But what we are doing is overwatering it with low nutrition content. The roots, they aren't growing deeper. They are rotting. And this isn't just metaphor. This is exactly what global studies like the Financial Times report are telling us. Our ability to reason, concentrate, and solve unfamiliar problems has peaked and is now on a visible decline. Not because our brains have changed biologically, but because our relationship with information has. We must be the gatekeeper of the information we feed ourselves. We need to be very cautious of what and how we choose and relate to, interact with. And here's the deeper truth no one says aloud. We've become prisoners of our own habits, the wrong ones. We are stuck in loops of passive consumption, digital fatigue, false productivity. And unless we break those loops, we stay trapped. If we cannot, then, if I may say, just recall that haunting line from the Eagles' song Hotel California. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. That's what we risk becoming. Scrolling, liking, pretending we are progressing, but never truly leaving that cycle.
That's frighteningly familiar. Because honestly, I felt it too. That sense of being busy but unfocused. Like I'm scrolling through so much, yet remembering so little. What's causing this? What's really behind the fog?
It's the shift from active engagement to passive consumption. Earlier, you read an editorial. You had to synthesize ideas, reflect, internalize. You were mentally working. But now, we are fed content that's pre-engineered and pre-processed. Short reels, AI summaries, flashy one-liners. There's no friction, no struggle, no ownership. And when there's no mental struggle, there's no mental growth, only mental atrophy. That's the illusion. We're not learning or increasing our knowledge. We're just collecting information passively and becoming informative, which we cannot recall.
So we are training ourselves to be receivers, not processors? That's terrifying, especially when UPSC demands the exact opposite. The essay paper isn't a memory test, it's a mind test. And if our mind is shrinking, then no amount of notes or content can save us.
You said it beautifully. And this is the great paradox of our age. We've never had more access to information, and yet we've never struggled more with clarity. What UPSC asks of you, synthesis, focus, originality, structure, is everything that the digital environment is eroding. It's like preparing for a marathon by watching others run. You feel like you're preparing, but your own legs, they are still not moving. And one more thing that deeply affects our ability to recover. We cannot be a system where our mind is in constant conflict with our heart. One should not be repulsing the other. Our yearning and our desire must be on the same level, in total sync. That inner harmony, that stillness, that alignment between purpose and discipline, that is equanimity. And that's where real preparation begins.
That metaphor gave me chills. So what can we do? How do we reclaim our mental sharpness, especially as beginners who are still figuring out the path?
We start by flipping the script. Let me give you 5 key practices. Think of them as a cognitive reset plan for serious UPSC aspirants. First, become a hunter, not a gatherer. Never open YouTube or Google without a mission. Hunt for what you need. Don't gather what the algorithm throws. Second, choose real sources over fast content. NCERT and standard books, government documents, useful blogs. Use videos only to revise, not to understand. Foundational clarity comes from deep reading, not reels or shortcuts. Third, create sacred deep work blocks. Keep your phone in another room. Use a basic timer. Study offline with full presence. This is where your mind trains and strengthens. Fourth, practice active recall and synthesis. Don't highlight. Don't just read. Write. Summarize what you learned. Connect it to other topics. Draw mind maps. Argue with yourself. You grow when you explain, not when you consume. Fifth, master your tools. Don't let them master you. Set your online boundaries. Disable non-essential notifications forever. Your brain deserves uninterrupted space.
That's not just a study plan. That's rehab for our distracted minds. And it's giving me a lot of hope, because it means our capacity isn't lost and gone forever. It's just dormant, maybe buried.
Exactly. And I'll say this again. The brain hasn't dimmed. Only the discipline has. You don't need to be superhuman. You need to be intentional. And when you write your UPSC essay, it's not the loudest voice that wins. It's the clearest, the calmest, the most original.
That line from the blog really stayed with me. Are you becoming more knowledgeable or just more informed? That single question can guide an entire year of preparation. So for every listener out there, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, foggy, or frustrated, this episode was your wake-up call and your rescue plan.
Absolutely. You are not broken, you're just distracted. Your mental stamina, clarity, originality, they're still inside you. You just need to train them like a muscle. And we are here for that.
Thank you for the honesty, the plan, and the courage to say what no one else is talking about. To all our listeners, this is your invitation. Reclaim your focus. Relearn the joy of deep reading. Restore your thinking power, because that's what UPSC really rewards. So until next time, think boldly, read wisely, write bravely, and always remember, you've got us. And we believe in the ability of your mental prowess.